Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to a new playthrough, guys, here in Total War Warhammer 2. Obviously modded, we are using the OvN Faction Unlocker once again, and we are going to be playing as Mootland, or the Moot and the Halflings here, guys. Link to the mod down below in the description, by the way. So, obviously a very hard start, because we are in a grotty place. Avalanche do not like us, and I don't think the vampires will like us either. But we get extra income from industry and gold digger camps. Avalon doesn't like us. Resistance to chaos corruption and extra income from trade. Buffs to all sort of halfling units. Obviously minus 30% income for them. That's with my lord. So yeah, we start with some ogres, which are powerful. Some master cooks and some cockerel riders. I've not played any of these guys at all yet. So we also get access to the kitchen mechanic, because halflings like their food. So use your lords to forage for ingredients and cook for food recipes to boost your armies. Imperial reinforcements can gift newly conquered territories to the Empire in turn for reinforcements, if I wanted to, or quickly and nimble halflings units make up the majority of this roster, along with added culinary artillery and monstrous infantry support from ogres. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. As some of you are aware, I've had to drop a couple of playthroughs because of some updates. My Araby playthrough, unfortunately, is dead now. I will pick up another one in a bit, but for the time being, it's not working. So I've managed to get the Grudgebringers and the Chaos Dwarves. However, my Chaos Dwarves is coming to an end soon, so suggestions for another playthrough are more than welcome. I'm also going to potentially pick up... I'm going to be jumping back into a Paradox game as well, guys, so suggestions for what game, what to play there. If you suggest Hearts of Iron, I will murder you, because I'm terrible at Hearts of Iron. But yeah. Anyway, so the Halflings are a peaceful, rustic folk known for their bountiful harnests and cooking what follows. Yeah, we are in a very dangerous start position here, guys, so... It's an interesting background screen, because I don't think I can see a single halfling in it, but... yeah. It's a lovely bit of art, though. So yeah, we are... The question is, which way do we go? Do we just squish Avaland, or do we take the Von Carsteins out, or... I mean, I do like the way I can give useless terrain up to the Empire, but... See, I could go straight at Avaland. It's been annoying that this is only a tier 3 settlement. I thought this was bigger.
To the provinces.
Which makes me very tempted to go and poke Avenheim.
It is time.
Halfling militia. So yeah, we've got our master cooks, some wardens, some spears, some halfling rangers. Yeah, and obviously Gibford Volspanker. Oh, what an unfortunate name he has. Mutton stew. Oh, growth. Boar broth. Obviously, we have access here. We can get a dish active here. Oh, this is quite cool. We've got our recipe book, but we don't know anything yet. So... I've got to have all 4. Oh, that is insane. But yeah, I need to collect a few more ingredients before I can start making anything there.
So,
the real question is, which way should I actually push first? I mean, taking these safe areas feels like a good idea, but actually pushing the vampires probably feels safer. So I'm going to push into vampire territory early to try and weaken them. Avenheim will fall, but not just yet. I say, if they move away, you know, they're not a big army. I could theoretically take these guys out relatively quickly. In a nice, solid, vicious attack, get myself some good territory behind. Basically, getting myself a city, I think, seems like a very good idea.
Who calls?
Please tell me these guys are siege attackers. Yes, so...
By the comet.
This is potentially suicidal. I am... Yeah, I'm going to call Reichland to help. I probably don't need them, but it just gives me a bit of oomph just in case I need it. Oh, good God. I have to go straight in here, guys, because, well, very simply, they'll have their army back here, so I actually need to win this reasonably well. I love the fact this guy has a little pot on his head. My ogres are going to be my big thing here. Now, if I remember if they're like the ones from the Grudgebringers playthrough, they're probably not as powerful, because a lot of things in the Grudgebringers playthrough are incredibly powerful. But, I mean, they'll probably still be nice and powerful, but I mean, they will be my most powerful unit. But they look awesome, and they don't have ladders. Okay. In the Grudgebringers playthrough, they have ladders, which makes them much more powerful. Let's have a look at some of these guys. They're my chefs, who are my anti-large. I love the pots on some of these guys' heads. They are all rather tubby, unsurprisingly. Nice, they do look cool.
Awaiting orders.
And that looks like a nasty crossbow. Didn't realise he was ranged.
Standing by. Sigmar calls. The Heldenhammer. We are Sigmar's heirs.
You guys are obviously going to go straight there. Here we go. Basically, I want to swarm and overwhelm them because we actually have quite a lot of troops here, so... Ooh, we are actually quite slow because we've only got little legs. That's something I hadn't twigged would be a case. Oh, they look so cool. Oh no, there's a dead human.
Pistoliers! Take the ground!
Find your targets.
Yes, sir.
By Ulrich's wrath. Formation, march. Get up there.
In fact, no.
Climbing the wall, sir. Play for the Emperor.
There we go. All you guys can hit the wall straight away.
Ready for war.
I want you to head up here. I honestly don't care if they fall back. We are doing nice damage to the gates. My militia are going up. My warden's there. So that's some of my better troops. I am so going to have to resist making hobbits' jokes. Because they're not hobbits. They're definitely halflings. Nothing like hobbits. At all. He says with their bare hairy feet. I want that gate down.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
start shooting into the rear of some of these guys.
Sigma call. Climb.
Don't know why they stopped, that's fine.
Right.
Second this gate goes. And these guys do have... they're swordsmen, so yeah.
Don't give them an inch.
These guys aren't so useful. The trolls will go in first and should mince them.
Soldiers of the Empire. Our weapons are yours. Yes, sir. Yes, General. We obey.
You guys can push up into the centre there. My halflings, obviously we are on hard here, so it's not the easiest thing, but
We are ready.
my halflings seem to be making a good job of the fight here. We're struggling a little here, but we are up here nicely. My chef's here having some fun.
What do you bid? Taking aim. Cross signal. Fire.
Charge!
Try it.
Followed by the cockerels.
Now we strike.
But the ogres should make very short work of them. Especially as all that anti-large is up on the wall, which is not the place for it to be.
Yes, General.
The Empire endures! Shoot!
The ranged up here isn't gonna last long. They are shredding through these guys at a rate of knots.
The guards are awaiting orders. Forward.
Charge!
Take the ground.
Come on, my cockerel warriors. Oof! Followed by the hardened anti-infantry. Ogres coming in. Basically smash their formation. These guys don't need a formation. They will just batter them into non-existence.
Show us the foe. Show us the foe. Prepare for combat.
I want you guys to pull through here and just cap that. The ogres will finish these guys off.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Yeah, you guys can charge up.
War!
And you guys can move in behind and start shooting up onto the wall.
The Empire endures. Understood. Taking
I want you guys to
position.
just keep moving. Get out of there.
Moving now. No lingering. Formation.
There you go, we've completely disengaged them now. I wish you could had a way of setting a priority order where they'll just keep obeying it even if they get interrupted. Oh no! One of my ogres is down. With a cockerel next to him. Yeah, his snack.
Standing by. They are wavering. Quick march.
Charge! The heck! I cut them all in half!
Quickly.
Good God! Okay, that was an impressive charge at the end there. That little charge at the end from the Cockerel Warriors just literally, I think I cut most of the unit in half. Not even meaning the unit, I mean the people within the unit were in pieces. That was insane. And great fun. So that is my first halfling battle. Hopefully we'll have unlocked some recipes. I assume we're going to get quests or, I don't know, or some thing where we can go buy them. We'll find out. I am definitely not giving this to the Empire, however. We are keeping hold of this. Glibfoot Volspanker here has taken this settlement for Mootland. And the Moot. These Avalanders, you know, they obviously don't respect halflings properly. I mean, obviously straight into there. Let's have a look what else we get then. We don't really go to top tier. Ogres, wardens with great weapons. We can get witch hunters. Field warden. Our assassin equivalent. And halfling rangers. Hatchling dragons. Bad air duelist, but it's fairly decent monstrous unit. Swine riders. Chuck wagon. Press ganged thieves. Poor leadership. But yeah. Sheriffs are melee. Master chef. I don't quite know. And master cooks, obviously. So, interesting setup. We're obviously not the most powerful. But that's hardly surprising. I don't have any missions yet.
I will not believe a word you say, but speak anyway.
Yes? Greetings, my countrymen. You come.
Who calls? I will set aside my studies for a moment to hear your words. As
There
you
we go.
say,
Get some trade going straight away. Okay. So we may want to give some things to the Empire just to get some better units long run. Obviously going for movement range. I'll have a proper look through all of that later on.
Yes?
Soup tank. And a hot pot chucker. Some more militia for now. They are lowby, effectively sort of peasant level, you know, the lowest level of troops, but they will keep me going for the time being. Bit confused, but the Moot is not called the Moot.
By the comet. Praise Sigma. Yes, my lord.
Oh, God. It's lots of range then. Warden's fairly decent. If I'm honest, nothing's amazing, which doesn't really surprise me. I mean, they've got incredibly good melee defense. The ogres are fairly solid anti-melee, but nothing's really end game here, and I think that's very much on purpose, guys. So yeah, I think I need to have a war down here with these guys. I need to get hold of there to get the whole region. And to be fair, we were inevitably going to start fighting with the vampires relatively soon. I'm tempted to go straight in at their settlement there behind them because obviously they are taking attrition. They're a smaller army. Nope. I'll have to see what sort of units we get off the Empire, basically. I suspect that might be a
To the provinces.
I thirst.
That is Vlad. Let's do this! I am technically much more powerful than them, so it seems like a really good time to push forwards.
Battle!
High chance to reinforcements, state troops or mercenaries, so at some point I will do that, and I wonder if it's going to be the same units from Thingy.
So,
Ooh, that does seem good as well, but we'll work it out. Entry into the... It's all the great heroes. Interesting. So they're going to have to retreat, and we're going to push up there next, and then we're going to go and deal with... we'll get Templehof. Anyway, guys, that is where we're going to leave it for now, because it's the first one. I only ever do 20 minutes on my first episodes, guys. Usually it will be 30 minutes. If you have enjoyed this, obviously, please do like and subscribe if you would like to see more. Massive thank you, as always, to my Patreons. You really do make all this possible. Link to my Patreon down below in the description, as well as... or you can hit join here on YouTube, does the same thing. But thank you to everybody who's watched this. Cheers all.